Hi everyone, I'm Blue. Today let's build something together in Unity that makes our scene more interactive. The idea is we want objects to play a sound when we get close. In this scene, there's a player, a camera that follows, a speaker, and as you can see, a lion. The goal is when we walk up to the speaker, it plays a recording. Mine is a warning about the lion, but it can be any sound that you want. First step, let's go to the project window, right click, go to create, and then C# script. Let's call this one PlayOnApproach. Open it up. This part is important. It tells Unity every time this script is added to something, that object must also have an audio source. So we never forget to add the audio source. Unity just does it for us. Super useful. Tooltip, the transform of the player. This is for us. It's a small message that shows up in the inspector in Unity. If we forget what the field does, this reminds us. This is where we tell the script who the player is. It's public, so we can drag our player into this field in the inspector. Again, this tooltip is a small helper text for the inspector, so we know what the next field is. This is how close the player needs to be before the sound starts. This is a private variable. It means only this script uses it. We use this to store the audio source component so we can control it easily. Awake runs right when the game starts, before anything else. Inside Awake, this grabs the audio source on our object and keeps it ready for us to use. This makes sure the sound doesn't play by itself when the scene starts. This means the sound will play just once when we approach. If we want the sound to repeat, we can set this to true. Now for the main part of the script, update runs every frame. It keeps checking what's happening in the scene. This checks if the player is set. If not, we stop right here. No errors, no problems. Then, we are checking how far the player is from our object, but just in the X and Y, so we ignore height. This gives us a simple distance. If the player is close enough, this condition is true. If we're not already playing the sound, start playing it. But if we're too far away and the sound is still playing, stop it. And that's all for this script. Each line has a simple job. Check the distance, play or stop the sound, and make sure everything runs smoothly. Let's save the script and go back to Unity. Now, let's set up the speaker. Select the speaker in the scene and drag the PlayOnApproach script onto it. Because of the require component line in the code, Unity adds an audio source to the speaker if it's not there already. Next, look at the audio source component on the speaker. Drag the audio clip into the audio clip field. This can be anything: a warning, music, a voice, whatever matches your game. Now in the inspector, hover over the player field in the PlayOnApproach script. The tooltip says the transform of the player. Drag the player object from the hierarchy into this field. Do the same with trigger distance. Hover over to see the notes and set a number that works, like 3, 4, whatever. Now let's set up the lion the same way. Select the lion, drag the script onto it, and Unity adds the audio source. Drag in the lion's roar sound to the audio clip field. Set the player and the trigger distance. Now it's time to test. Let's hit play. Let's walk up to the speaker.
Warning. Line out.
Great! The recording starts.
Warning.
Let's move away.
Warning, lion ahead. He's loud and he skipped breakfast. Proceed with caution.
Perfect. It stops. Now let's walk up to the lion. It roars. Perfect. Now let's move off. It goes quiet. Everything works. With this setup, it's simple to add sounds to anything in the scene. Warnings, music, animal sounds, secret messages, anything at all. And that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out and building this together. If there's something you want to try or any questions, just leave a comment. I'm Lou, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!